tried to kill us. Death to the enemy that is pollen. Okay, so it's been a while because the pollen tried to kill me, literally. But I'm back, and today I think I want to talk about Married to Medicine. So, last night was the first part of a 2-part reunion, and they came out swinging. So, Toya and Heavenly started immediately with the jabs. I'm trying to remember what was said, but they just started taking shots at each other's husbands and things of that nature. Simone and Jackie are beefing once again because of Jackie's friendship with Heavenly. Simone maintains that it is a wrap for her and Heavenly. And she's mad at Jackie because Jackie was on Watch What Happens Live, and she was asked outright about this Touchgate incident. Remember when Heavenly said that Simone was unhinged and she pushed her? So when Jackie was asked, she did not outwardly defend Simone, and Simone is mad at that. And shockingly, I agree with Simone this time because Jackie, behind the scenes was like, yeah, Simone would never, and no, she didn't hit her, but when the cameras were rolling, she was hemming and hawing, playing both sides, like, nah. So Simone is right. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong, and I don't understand why Jackie just couldn't have said that in the moment. So Brandy and Contessa addressed the birthday situation. Again, I agree with Brandy. Contessa was being shady. I don't care what she says. And I believe that she was complaining about her husband because she's done it in the past. They really didn't talk that much about Angel other than her scrubs line in her body. I feel like is what they talked about. I hope they bring up that Bernard situation. Oh, Toya was getting in her feelings because she was like, nobody there should be talking about her marriage. Okay, and she tried to say that she didn't call them some hating, what B words during that infamous, what was it, the pool, it was the day off party that Toya had with the meat and the emasculation. Yeah, Toya is standing 10 toes down on her behavior, even though she said, there was a lot of stress that day, and they know that I got locked in my closet, and blah, 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 blah. We're not gonna act like this is a one-off. You've been emasculating that man, but okay. Then Toya and Jackie were getting into it a little bit, and I agree with Toya on this, because Jackie was talking about, well, Curtis, talk to your husband, and basically, you need to check Eugene. Okay, I can agree with Jackie on that as well. But she was like, Curtis, talk to him. And Toya was like, Curtis is the last person who should be giving advice. Now that I agree with. I mean, I'm not saying that people can't change. Yeah, but where is the humility? Where is the understanding? Because Curtis was very much giving the type of evangelicals that I cannot stand. But whatever. So Toya was in her feelings over that, and her and Jackie were going back and forth a little bit. Okay. I mean, there was so much going on, I could barely keep up. What else? Oh, they talked about the Quad and King of it all. So Quad and King have apparently separated, and I am sad to hear that because I thought they made a good couple. But it seems like to me, an outsider looking in, that the baby situation is what caused that relationship to go downhill. I don't feel like King was on the same page. I don't feel like King was on the same page as Quad. Yeah, I hear Mason is behind again. We gotta go home. I agree with the ladies when they were advice. Good for her. I hope she does find somebody else. But I found it interesting that Toya, Andy was like, has anyone spoken to King? And Toya's like, yeah, I spoke to King. He apparently helped one of their kids with a car. I don't know if they bought that car for him or if it was just for a special event. But I'm just like, am I the patty one? Because if I'm friends with somebody and they break up with their significant other, we are no longer friends. Why would I be still talking to the ex? I don't get it. Toya is okay. Oh, because she was like, Eugene and King are friends. Are they? All right, but how long have you known Quad? But y'all really don't like each other, so that's, this is why I can never be on this type of show either, because I don't have time for these fake friendships, this fakeness. I don't have time or tolerance for it. But yeah, like I said, King and Quad are done. It looks like there will not be any chance of reconciliation because Quad was basically like, she don't spin the block, and that's where it's at. So then there was a lot of emphasis on the Simone and Jackie of it all, like I stated earlier, because Simone is like not even talking to Jackie either over this heavenly situation, and they didn't share. Oh my God, sorry, the wind. They did not share their dressing rooms, and it was just immediate tears. And Jackie's trying to apologize. She did mess up, but I'm like, y'all been friends for too long to not defend Simone. Like, you've known Heavenly half of the time. Well, whatever. Yeah, so that was, I feel like, no, we also had a very, very, very good moment. I am the mother of an autistic son as well. So when Dr. Mimi started opening up again about her experiences raising their son who is moderately autistic, thank God my son is high functioning, because kudos to those parents. I don't think I could do it. I empathize and understand because I have my own autistic journey, but it is not like to that level, and I am thankful to God, because again, my heart goes out to those parents. I understand we are strong, we are damn near invincible, we do anything for our kids. And so Dr. Mimi was talking about that. I really, really appreciate that as a mother of an autistic son. So love that part, loved her transparency, loved how the women rallied around her, even Toya, because it's like, yeah, what, you can't take that away from Mimi. She's a great mother. Then, okay, because my 10 minutes is almost up. The men were fighting a lot this year, specifically Eugene, like Quad called him, Eugene and Steve are tussling verbally. Steve he is tired of Eugene's foolishness. He is tired of Eugene co-signing Toya's bad behavior, and Steve was ready to talk. Okay, so I can't wait for the men to get up there on part 2, because they are almost messier than the women this year. But Steve was going in, and I'm like, okay, Steve. He was like, do you want to be a woman, Eugene? Do you want to be with the women? So that is what happened when Married to Medicine. I'm sorry, my hair's flying every which way, but yeah. Can't wait for episode 2, because they are better than Housewives for me. And Bravo needs to give Married to Medicine more credit. They are consistent, and they do not disappoint. So come on, Real Housewives, it's almost your turn. Atlanta, let's see what you bringing. See y'all tomorrow. Say bye.